Fable is one of Xbox's biggest upcoming games, so we had to find out some more at Gamescom. I sat down with Ralph Fulton, game director at Playground Games, for a deep dive into a full quest featuring some pretty extensive looks at the dynamic combat system and our best look yet at the beautiful Bowerstone environments.
Well, Fable fans here at Gamescom are flooding to the Xbox booth for a special theatre experience highlighting an early quest in the much anticipated game. And joining me now to bring you guys at home through the demo experience, please welcome Fable game director Ralph Fulton. How are you, Ralph? Great to have you.
Super well, thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm so good, thank you for asking. Having a great time at Gamescom. I'm upset that I haven't been over to the theatre experience just yet, but maybe I can take a little sneak peek now with you.
Absolutely, let's go through it.
Sounds good. Now, set the scene for us. What can we expect to see from the demo?
So, we are going big for Fable this week at Gamescom. We have actually got not one but two demos that we're showing here today, but the one that we're looking at right now is one we're showing in a theatre right here on the Xbox booth, which is a segment from a relatively early quest in the game. And we are bringing together all the disparate bits of Fable that we've been teasing people about for what seems like years now. Right, you're going to see cinematics, you're going to see story, you're going to see choices and consequences, you're going to see combat. That's another big thing that we're talking about here this week and giving some folks hands-on with at Gamescom. And it is all set against the backdrop of the magnificent capital city of Bowerstone.
Wow.
So we are arriving in Bowerstone, not quite for the first time, but certainly early in the game, and taking in its sights.
Oh, blimey, governor. It looks absolutely delicious. Now, you mentioned we're here at Bowerstone. Talk to us a little bit about maybe this city as well as some of the other ones and how they'll play a role on how the villagers interact or how our character navigates through them.
Absolutely. So Bowerstone, capital of Albion, biggest city in Albion. I think there are some 400 of those 1,000 handcrafted NPCs we've talked about before living right here in the city. 130 houses that you can buy. I think there's about 40 businesses you can buy as well.
Oh my gosh.
So tons and tons to see and do and purchase and get involved with. And obviously that living population is really the sort of beating heart of our game. It's like in a Greek chorus that reflects the things you do back at you. And it's all about our reputation system. So the things you do build reputation, and these people will absolutely let you know what they think about the things you've done.
Yeah, Philippa just there, mouthing off again. Classic.
They are not backwards and coming forwards when it's about telling you what they think about the things you've done. They are very opinionated indeed.
Wow.
Now, this guy is actually my husband. That's Elliot.
Ah.
So
Hello, Elliot.
I have been to Bowerstone before, and we got married. This is where we live. This is a house. All the buildings in the city and indeed the game, you can go inside. They all have fully realised interiors. Wow. The design, the level of detail is just incredible. We live here, Elliot and I, with our daughter Daisy, who's just round the corner here.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to leave our father to deal with that question.
Probably. That's easier. The interior is absolutely gorgeous, Ralph.
Yeah, incredible work from our artists, incredible work from our technicians. A really, really beautiful game, and very varied within Bowerstone. We're going to see a variety of different parts of the city, which will all reflect the different statuses of the people who live here.
Gorgeous. Wow. So whereabouts are we headed off to? What is our hero up to on this journey?
Great. Well, quick story recap. What has brought us here is obviously that terrible event that happened at the start of the game. You'll remember from Dev Direct, I hope that your village was turned to stone, including your grandma. Very sad. You grew up, you have left the village, and you're now looking for the help of the legendary heroes of the Heroes Guild, because Grandma said that if you're ever in trouble, that's where you should go to get some help. We couldn't quite get into the Heroes Guild earlier. We went and got a key from our brother Connor, and now we have used that key to access the Heroes Guild. We're looking for Humphrey the Golden, who you might remember from a trailer we did a couple of years ago.
Yes.
We believe he's the guy that can help us save our grandma and our village, and we're about to meet him right now.
Let's find out. Poor grandma.
Indeed.
Again, the interior looks amazing. I love the artwork on the left.
Mother? Can I get a large beer, please? Thank you.
A large beer. Right. This will do.
Oh.
Obviously, you can choose to throw it over him or just hand it over. We've been asking the crowd in the theatre what they think. Just generally throw it over him.
Interesting.
So I think that's what we go for here.
Oh, you took your bloody Oh, right. Hero. Yeah, of course you are.
I need your help.
Now I'm finished. Guild's closed.
My nan used to tell stories about you. She
Your
said...
nan? If you're some kind of mega fan, I think I've still got some merch out the back. Got shields with my face on. Sort of tabard things.
She's trapped. They all are. My whole village. There was a woman in red. She could have been a hero or...
You're a hero. You'll work it out.
And what about you? You're being evicted. You gonna tell me what happened?
I mean, I'm not particularly proud of it, but I ran up a few debts. I don't like to talk about that. I reached out to a local sculptor in town, commissioned him to capture my image in a roar and marble. Anyway, I don't know what I did wrong, but Geezer wouldn't pay me in the end. I did what anyone would do, and I went down to Ronnie's place.
You lost the Heroes Guild on a bet. It's fine. I'll get it back. And your gold.
You're not listening. I meant what I said. I'm done.
I'm not doing it for you.
Well then, oh Humphrey.
Yeah, they say never meet your heroes, right?
What a letdown.
Yeah. So we saw a choice there. Obviously, that's not a massive choice in the scheme of things, but it does result in a reputation. Humphrey now thinks you're an arsehole.
What can you do?
It's fair.
Yeah, you throw a beer.
You will have millions of little choices like that, and they will scale up in importance and repercussions throughout the game, culminating right at the end of the game in some really earth-shattering, permanent decisions you'll have to make, which will change the face of the world forever.
Okay, wow. I don't know if I'm ready for those. I take a lot of time deciding if I want tea or coffee, so we'll find out about how I get on there. Going back a wee bit of the cutscene we've just seen and the trailer that you mentioned when we introduced Humphrey, where did this idea of the cutaways and the talking heads come from for the interviews within the gameplay? It's so interesting and gives us like a real insight into some of the more important characters. I'm really curious.
It does, and I think it's something that we haven't really seen in video games before. We're super familiar with it, I guess, from like TV. You know, The Office did it, and Parks and Recreation did it, and lots of great shows like that have done it. The interesting thing about this is it actually stems way back from our pre-production phase when we were trying to figure out how to go and shoot cinematics like that. You know, from directing our actors and doing the performance capture and the rendering that's required for hair and eyes and all that kind of good stuff. Really just to prove out that pipeline, we recorded two speeches by two of our actors, which they did to camera, really just because we wanted to study the face and see how it moved and all that kind of good stuff. And we really loved the effect it had, that sort of almost mock interview effect, and it does exactly what you observed there. It gives you an opportunity to see into the mind of the character. They can give some motivation in a much simpler, clearer way than they would in a dialogue normally. And we liked it so much, we asked the question, how can we get this into our game? And we do it in exactly that way. A sort of cutaway within a cinematic, and it just gives you a little more insight, a little more humour from the character. We hope folks will really enjoy it.
Yeah, I certainly will as well. But that's so interesting how it came about, rather than being such a conscious decision from the start. You know,
You'd be surprised how much a video game development works like that.
Oh my gosh, a new hero. Mind if I take notes?
Keep your nose out, mate. Slick Ronnie sent us. She wants all Golden Balls evicted, and we're happy to oblige.
This doesn't need to get violent.
Whoa, giving villains a chance to save themselves? So heroic.
Wrong. Ronnie owns those deeds now. Legally, the guild's hers. So that means you're trespassing.
Get somewhere safe!
Oh no. So we weren't able to talk ourselves out there. Ralph, what are we seeing with the combat here?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is what we call style weaving combat, right? And it's an evolution, I think, of the combat that people loved in the original Fable trilogy. It's about strength, skill, and will, which is about weaving between ranged and melee and magical attacks. We hope really seamlessly, really simply, really fluidly, to allow you to choose how you take on any given combat scenario. You know, so the player that we've recorded for this particular video, super skilled at this, knows all the moves, you know, but is also demonstrating just how easy it is to move from one style to another and dispatch the enemies.
Absolutely. Love that little move with the dagger at the end.
Very nice,
there.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm the hero of Bry Hill.
I don't know where that is, but I bet they're proud of having you as the hero.
So, what are you doing here?
Oh, right. I have Mr. Golden's script. It's the first step of my 3-step plan. Write the musical, get Mr. Golden to star in the musical, make Mr. Golden happy again.
So this character, this adorable little child called Billy,
Best of luck with that.
we're describing her as a part-time playwright, full-time orphan.
Anyway,
she lives at the orphanage, and she is trying to get Humphrey the Golden to star in a play about his life. The point of showing this quest is to show people exactly what it's going to be like to play a quest, but all our quests are super varied. In the quest after this one, you'll actually take part in that very same musical. So we'll meet Billy again. That's for another day, but something that people can look forward to when they play the game in February when we come out. What we're seeing right now, though, is a very quick glimpse at our skill tree. We're spending a skill point we earned from that last combat encounter on a new spell called Blades, which is great for crowd control, but I'm sure people will be freeze framing and screen capping that screen just to see what else might be contained within.
Yeah, can you give me some tips maybe about how I should build my hero, or what should players focus on with their talents and skills?
So that's a great question. I think honestly the answer that we would always go to is we want you to be the hero you want to be, right? And we've set up this combat system, the way progression works, the way that you'll build skills and new moves and upgrade your weapons. It's based on how you want to develop as a hero, and I guess also your particular style in combat. You know, so you're not bound by any specific class. You can basically build the loadout that you want. Personally, I'm all about power, so a big hammer, damage dealing spells. There are lots more skilled players than me who use crowd control and teleports and what have you, so it's all about how you want to take on a combat encounter.
Nice. I am impressed by some of the magic we've seen here and earlier in the year as well. I'm excited to get my hands on it. Very pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've made it to a tavern, a wee pub vibe.
You got business with Ronnie or what?
That's right. This is the hangout of
You tell me.
the gang.
Me? Tell you.
The Silks? Is it the Silks? I think it's the
that's a bit
Silks.
above my pay grade, pal.
We're trying to
You'll have to
reclaim
chat
the
to the
guild
big dog
deeds,
on
which
the door.
Humphrey lost on a bet.
Knows when he's scheduled.
Yes, we're trying to negotiate our way in here.
We're
It's the Slicks, of
we
course
don't care
it's the
about
Slicks.
manners. Any feedback for me,
Same
by the
letters.
way?
They're fine.
I'm on a work experience placement. If I don't make it here, I've got to slum it with the Oakshire gangs, you know?
Try swearing more, arsehole.
Blimey. I could give it a shitting go. Cheers, hero.
Yeah, fair enough. He doesn't seem like the most confident criminal I've ever come across, our
No,
friend Stan, but
But I think our advice will stand him in good stead.
I think so too.
I think actually we're going to kill him in just about 45 seconds time, but
Spoilers.
that's a little bit of a spoiler, yeah. So this particular challenge you can play any number of ways. When you actually play it in the game, I think for in the interest of time, we pay our way through this next particular blockage. But there are different ways you can go and speak to people and find different ways through this locked door.
Amazing.
I'm here to see Ronnie.
Good for you. Boss ain't really taking on new clients right now. You got an appointment.
So yeah, we're cash rich, so we're just going to pay the $2.5 grand.
Easy way. There you go.
Can't you look the other way?
For that amount of coin, I'll look whichever way you tell me to, mate. Why don't you go on through, eh? Make yourself at home. But not too at home. No touching the boss's stuff. She'll be with you shortly.
Sarney, love her name as well. Was
Yes.
someone called Big Bap as well?
Yeah,
did
that was. I
see?
think that was another member of the gang.
Ah.
Yeah. It's a
Old
good
sandwich
nickname.
pastry. Yeah. Could be worse.
So we're looking for the guild deeds, and I guess the likelihood is that they're behind this locked door. But you
Yeah.
know, our hero is resourceful. We're gonna pick this lock.
She did give us a wee clue to have a look about. Well, tell us not to, but what are you going to do in this scenario? Not open the locked door?
Exactly.
Oh, I love all the trinkets we've got around here.
Yeah, and
Very pretty.
we don't do it in this video, but there's a lot more to rummage through in this.
Better get this back to the guild.
In this particular room. But yeah, in the interest of
Cool.
time, we're just gonna grab the guild deeds and go.
Yeah. Ralph, I'm really
Straight
guilty for
too
that. I'll
far
check
from
in every nook
daddy.
and cranny.
I
and
do
I'll
the same.
Good,
Yeah, yeah.
good.
I think it's
Let me
good
guess.
player behavior.
You're lost.
Me too. Thank
Yes.
you. Vindication. I like that.
Had a few too many pints, actually.
You smug git. That's quite funny. I tell you what, though, it takes stones robbing from me in my own poorhouse. Humphrey used to be like that, back in the day, before he shit the bed and fell apart. Not that I haven't enjoyed watching the guild slowly bleed out.
Well, you're bleeding out next.
Now you're speaking my language.
This hero causing you grief, boss.
Nothing you lot can't sort out. Humphrey should have warned you not to fuck with me, hero. Bit late now. Sort them out.
Okay, another wee look at combat, another fracas on our hands here. We spoke about some of the different various combat that we can use for tools, melee, range, etc. How do they complement each other? And Ralph, what's your preferred style? You mentioned that big hammer earlier.
So I love a big hammer.
Yeah,
I
pretty
think exactly. And like I say, I tend to go for big damage dealing spells, like blades, like fireball. But you can play the game in a bunch of different ways. We actually had somebody playing in hands-on over in our behind closed doors demos today, who absolutely blitzed through it. Incredible skill level. Did it on the highest difficulty level. So our team were sort of standing around applauding. Kind of
Wow.
thing. So you can bring a lot to it. I think one of the things we're trying to show this week with the demos we're doing is that you can come to this with whatever skill level you have, and the game will meet you at it. We have a bunch of different difficulty levels, and also a range of enemies that will challenge you in different ways.
Yeah, that sounds class. Speaking of a range of different enemies, we've got quite a large gentleman here with maybe a different level of threat than our heroes face. What are we seeing?
Yeah, he's a big lad, isn't he? I wouldn't go as far as to say he's like a mini boss or anything like that. He's just a particularly large human enemy, of which we have a bunch. We absolutely do have what we class as mini bosses. Really large, enemies that are going to give you even more of a challenge than this guy. And then we have proper boss fights as well, as you can imagine, against Isabel, who we met in June in our showcase trailer, and who knows, perhaps against someone else as well. But yeah, this dude is just a really, really large guy with an axe, and as you can see, takes a bit of wearing down, but is ultimately no match for our hero.
Obviously. Oh, absolutely sparked. Oh, shame about that beautiful mustache.
Indeed.
Oh well. Is that Big Bap? He should be called Big Bap.
I wonder if it was Big Bap, actually. We didn't see Sanj there. Hopefully he got away.
Maybe ran away from the criminal afterlife. Well, this looks absolutely stunning. I know I won't be alone in saying that, Ralph, so congrats to you, the team at Playground, everything for Fable. I can't wait to actually get my hands and play. But if there's anything you'd like to share with the folks at home, what are you hoping that they take away from this?
Well, look, I mean, people have been saying to us for ages when we put out a bunch of trailers for this game over the years. People have been saying to us, show us the gameplay, show us the gameplay. That's exactly what we've been doing this year. In June, we showed 30 minutes of our life simulations. Here, we're showing what it's really like to play a game and a quest in our game. This is a genuine quest from our game. And it combines all those things, right? There's conversations, there's choices, there's moral dilemmas, there's freedom, there's combat, there's humor, there's cinematics, there's people from Peep Show. So it's kind of got everything. We're getting a really great reaction from folks in the theatre at Gamescom this week. I hope many more will continue queuing for it tomorrow. And we're just hoping folks at home enjoyed this sneak peek at the game that we're building.
I hope they did too. I'll be first in queue tomorrow. Ralph, thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for joining us as well. This has been lovely.
Not at all, thank you.